Recently, on the BBC Sunday Live programme, the British public were asked to give their opinion and vote on whether the English Defence League represent a view that needs to be heard in this country. 95% of the people who took part in the poll said yes, the English Defence League need to be heard. On Facebook, the EDL have more supporters and followers than the Liberal Democrat Party, the Labour Party and the Conservative Party. Just on Facebook alone, the EDL have more supporters and followers than any of the political parties in this country, with 161,000 supporters. But the British media and our politicians would have you believe that the EDL's protests against Islamic extremism are somehow far right and racist. But the truth is, a Facebook page that shows support for the EDL from Britain's Sikh community has 6,800 supporters. A page that shows support for the EDL from Britain's Hindu community has 4,000 supporters. A page that shows support for the EDL from Britain's Jewish community has 5,900 supporters, and a page that shows support for the EDL from Britain's gay and lesbian community has 3,500 supporters. And what does David Cameron, the Prime Minister, call all of these people from many different backgrounds who are worried about the spread of Islamic extremism in this country? He calls them dreadful and sick people. Dreadful and sick people who protest against and think something more needs to be done about paedophile gangs, terrorism, hate preachers who call for gay people to be executed, honor killings, the burqa, female genital mutilation, forced marriages and all forms of Muslim extremism in this country. But according to the Prime Minister, David Cameron, the tens of thousands of people who support the English Defence League and the hundreds of thousands of people who want to hear what the EDL have to say are dreadful and sick people. Dreadful and sick people who have more online support than any of the political parties in this country. Dreadful and sick people whose voices 95% of the British public want to hear. And even after 4 years of misinformation, half-truths and downright lies from the media and Britain's politicians about the EDL, the people of this country still want to hear what the English Defence League have to say. Because unlike our politicians, we are not afraid to speak about terrorism, honor killings, hate preachers, the burqa, female genital mutilation, forced marriages and paedophile gangs. The British public are now sick and tired of being told lies by our politicians and by the media, because we can all see what is really happening around us, and the people of this country want to have their voices and the voice of the English Defence League heard. Because unlike our politicians, the EDL are one of the few groups of people in this country who are not afraid to speak out about all these terrible things. And it seems the British public now want the English Defence League's voice to be heard. If you would like to help the EDL, you can support us on our website, on our Facebook pages, and on Twitter. You can also attend our demonstrations, where, contrary to what the British media would have you believe, anyone and everyone is welcome to come and protest about Islamic extremism in this country, no matter what colour, race or religion you may happen to be. Thank you for listening.